So today is Monday, and Wes from Real Life Arcade is here. He's shooting some footage.
Cheese bits.
Footage. There it is.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Video Game Super Show. That's not even the name of the fucking show. Today we're going to go on a little road trip. We're going to go up to Columbus, Ohio, which is about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how you drive through traffic. We're going to hit up Level 1 Games. My buddy Chet, aka Muzz, owns this store, and I've actually known this guy for about 10 years. I met him through YouTube back in the day when I had my old West Gross Customs channel. I don't know if anybody following actually remembers that channel, but anyway, I've known him 10 years or more. This would be the actual first time that I get to meet him face to face. Told him about my show, and I was, going to be hitting up other game stores. He said, yeah, come on down. I'd love to do an episode with you. So here we are.
My name is Muzz. I started with a little flea market spot about 18 years ago. It was called the Gamer's Haven, and that was at a local flea market called Southland Expo. Then slowly but surely I worked my way up into having a workable inventory for a full-time store that I called Haven Game. After a couple years at that, I moved out of the mall I was in into a strip center, and I opened up the first Level 1 Games. That was in 2007. So it's been Level 1 Games ever since. I moved here to the mall about 2 years after that, and I've been here ever since. And that's been about, I want to say 6 years now, 5 years now, somewhere around there. I really enjoy games. I love video game history. I like owning and sharing video game history, so that's what I do with everyone. I buy games, I sell them, I clean and refurbish whatever I can, so I can give someone something that they want for their collection to give them a great gaming experience, and that's what it's all about for me more than anything. So here we are today at Level 1 Games.
What's your most expensive game right now? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, no. I got that the Lunar Silver Star complete.
$100?
Yeah, but that I think that's about it right now. You know, it's funny, a lot of like the high-end stuff, the high-dollar games, I get them in and they go. So I can't even keep track a lot of times of what I have in and what is.
I guess I can see that. No, I'm not saying I'm fanboying over this guy, but seeing his store in person after watching him online for like 10 years grow and develop his business and just standing there in person, there's a lot of wow factor taking place here. He's got a lot of games, a lot of video game memorabilia. My favorite piece that he has is the Star Wars AT-AT Walker that he customized into a Nintendo GameCube. I thought that was, you know, pretty fucking sweet because, you know, I'm a big fan of Star Wars.
Real Life Arcade Season 1 now on DVD. Get it until January 15th for only $10. PayPal ready. Insomniac_productions at yahoo.com.
We're down here in Columbus, Ohio visiting L1 Games, talking to my buddy Muzz who owns the store. So he invites us to the back room, and I just figured it'd be like, you know, a nice little like office space with a couple shelves where he stored like some of his backup games and stuff. Fuck no, man. This dude has an entire like warehouse with even like drop down doors. He's got shelves that are like 15 feet high, it looks like, just stacked full of games, consoles, stuff that he's repaired, stuff that he's working on.
All right, so this is the back room. This is just where I keep a lot of my overstock. Actually, some of my personal collection is here too, because I don't have room at the house for everything. So everything you see on the top shelf is actually personal collection, and some of the stuff on the second shelf there is personal collection. But everything else pretty much belongs to the store. So these are all consoles that have been tested. Some of it's already in the system, some of it isn't. It's hard to keep up sometimes. So getting that all ready. Sometimes when there isn't space on the wall, I'll also keep it back here until I have a space to put it out on the floor. So that goes all the way around, the Retron systems and everything. There's Barry heads in there somewhere. There he is in his wheel. And over here, this is a personal collection right here, but everything else is store stuff. Those are all originals, Vegas Stakes and the F-Zeros in their original Nintendo shipping boxes, factory sealed. And
as we're going through here, I see some shit I want, and you know, he said some of the stuff wasn't for sale, but I'm not leaving here without this one particular item. I look up on the top shelf and he has some still factory sealed Super Nintendo games. There's a whole bunch of cases of F-Zero and Vegas Stakes. Now I went ahead and hit him with the price on both of them, and the F-Zero for a whole case of that was going to be way out of my price range, but I think I can get Vegas Stakes down off this shelf.
A bunch of VMUs, and then over to the right, these are all Atari 2600 and 7800 games, factory sealed. Just a bunch of new old stock that I got hold of for a really good price, so I ended up with tons of it, but when I find a deal like that, I don't turn it away. These are all NESs that need rebuilt, so I'll repin those and clean them up, make them look nice. And then as for the cartridges and stuff, like, you know, you would ask why I don't have all of this out on the floor, but we're doing a show in September, so in about 20 days I'm going to need this stuff and I'm going to have it all ready for the show. After that, I'll restock the floor. Same with all this Genesis stuff.
I'm in the back room of Muzz's store, and he's got all these games, okay? And I see he's got these sealed boxes of Super Nintendo games. This one just happens to be Vegas Stakes. And he says they're for his personal collection, but I'm going to talk him into selling me one of these. Now, he had, what was it, F-Zero?
I had F-Zero also.
Okay, now, I can't afford that, so we're going to go with Vegas Stakes. And so how much you think you can do on this?
Alright, well, the sealed individual copies of Vegas Stakes trend on eBay for around $17. There's one listing for a sealed box like this one for $80. That hasn't sold yet, and that might not sell at $80. You know. Okay. So I mean, it's unrealistic to ask for $80 if it's only selling for $80 and none have sold. So.
Right.
But I would do $60 for a box. There are 6 sealed copies, untouched by human hands, and they're $60. I think is pretty.
Right.
Good.
So these are made by a machine, put into a box and sealed and packaged, never opened since at least 1992. Maybe.
Well, these are later run. Probably, I would say maybe as late as 1998.
98, you think?
Yeah, it could be. Sure.
I'm not going to open it, so who knows?
But I mean, even at 98.
Right, that's still old. Yeah. So 60 on that. But I also saw you had
pulled one out for you so you can take a closer look at it.
He's got these N64 replacement parts. This is the joystick, but it's designed like the Nintendo GameCube.
There's nothing like the feel of an N64 controller. We all know it. It's such an odd and unique controller. But the analog sticks were the one thing that always seemed to go bad in them.
Yeah.
And this seems to totally defeat like those obsolete and possibly faulty analog sticks. Plus, I mean, when you play a 3D game with that like the original one's inverted, and this is kind of like got that dome shape like you're used to playing today.
Yeah.
And it just feels great, man.
Yeah, it feels good just doing this.
Yeah, you play Mario 64 with that, and it's just outstanding.
Yeah.
And it works on any standard OEM N64 controller, and
just
it's
swap
so
it out.
easy. Yeah, it's 3 screws. The old one pops out and unplugs, and you plug this in, put those 2 screws back in, you're going.
You got one of these in a box?
I do.
What do you got priced on it?
$12.99.
Yeah, I'll take one, man, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, man, cool. Let's go ahead. Wow, it's finally 2018, 2018, whatever you want to call it. Man, that year went by quick, and it's January 1st. Here's another fucking episode for you. It's episode 13, featuring level 1 games and my buddy Muzz. Hope you guys really enjoyed the episode. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the production quality is going up and up and up. There's a lot more stuff that I'm working on. We got more videos coming up. I'm really going to try to crank them out this year, man. That's my resolution, is to not let my foot off the gas. But we got some giveaways coming up on the 5th. Probably going to give away some Street Fighter stuff. You guys probably wondering where Jason is, man. He's fucking done. I'm done with his ass. No, I'm just kidding. I want to save that for the April Fool's video. But it's just, I got a lot of footage filmed, and I just don't have nothing with him for this episode. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.